Hi. So today is 250 days alcohol free. Feels amazing. So I have so many people reach out to me every minute, every day. They're always asking me how I did it, what motivated me, and I'm super transparent. Back November last year, we're on the big yacht down in the Caribbean, just bought the drink package, and my husband and I had been having some pretty heated discussions about my drinking. And, it's mostly wine, especially at night, and, calming the brain down, numbing out, as I always like to say that I was doing. But he looks at me and he says, we're about to leave for dinner one night, and he says, if you're drinking is a trigger for you because of something that I am doing, I love you enough to walk away and say goodbye. And I had to really think about that. And I think it was about a day and a half later, 2 days later, is when I was like, I'm done. It wasn't serving me anymore. It was fun. Jason and I have always partied. We met, and he was always the party guy, and it was a world that I didn't really know about, and I loved it. Like, everything that we did revolved around drinking and vacations, and we moved to the beach and it was drinking, and it just became easy. And we all have stories, like I was raped and molested and lost my mom, my dad, my brother, and I got sick very young, and the list goes on and on and on. We all have our stories. We all have our reasons that we want to numb out. And after losing Jason's Uncle John a couple years ago, I turned it up and I never turned it down. And I found myself drinking way more than what I should have been drinking, and it wasn't a balance. And so as I embark on this second chapter of my life, I really started looking and see what I wanted it to look like. And gosh, I fill my days up with, of course, I'm working, but I meditate, I do yoga. I'm even diving deep and doing my yoga teacher training, 200 hours right now. And I've been teaching over 20 years, but I wanted to really dig in and let it resonate with my practice. And I paddleboard and I do walks, and I'm all about the 10,000 steps a day. And I read constantly. It's like I often wonder, where did I fit drinking in my life before? But if you are struggling in any way, and you think that drinking is something that you can never step away from, all it takes is one day to make a decision, one day for something to cross your path and impact you, like Jason making that statement. I always tell him, you saved my life, and he's like, no, I just got you off the dirt road. But it was something I needed to hear, and it hurt, and it was uncomfortable, and I've had to sit with all my feelings this year. And I think a lot of my 18-hour days working for the past 25 years has me just been running. And I know a lot of you can resonate with that. We run and we numb, and at the end of the day, it's not healthy for us. And I knew what I was doing. It's like I lived this whole healthy life, and drinking was always something there in the background that was always kind of acceptable because everybody else was doing it, but just wasn't serving me, and I wasn't being the best version of myself. So that's where I'm at, and I'm so happy to be here. Man, I would have never thought 250 days ago you would have told me that I would have stopped drinking. And I felt like, it was like shackles, I have this freedom that I never thought was possible away from alcohol. And I'm not saying that I'll never go back to drinking, but it doesn't serve a purpose in my life at this time, at this moment, this trajectory. And something that I read along the way, we're a bunch of a-holes, and I gotta say a-holes because I'm practicing the Buddhist way, and so I'm not gonna curse, but we're a-holes if we're gifted 24 hours in a day, and we wake up and we're wasting 4 to 6 hours of our morning being hungover and not appreciating every God-given moment that we have on this earth. So as I leave you with this message today, if you are struggling, you can do this. It's up to us. No one can do it for us. It is our own choice, and you are strong enough. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and reach out if you need me. 251-949-2220, or email me, Cindy at drcindyross.com. I miss you guys, and I promise you'll be seeing more of me.